Hello everybody, Reggie Time here, and today we are recording some 60NL this table here on Quad Miners, 40NL on Pot Bombers and 60NL on Pot Bombers. It's a Saturday afternoon at 20 past 4 and I have started all of these tables from scratch, so not too many regs around. Today the recording comes from the place in my house where the magic happens. Once weekly, 20 minutes. That's the limit. And the rest of the time, the magic happens usually downstairs on the couch. And by that I mean the poker magic and not the magic all you dirty-minded fuckers were thinking about. So this table here, I kind of hope this dude reloads, because he's a good reason for being here, although this guy's not a bad reason for being here. I should warn you guys in advance, August I am going to fucking crush it on the poker streets. I intend to play my highest volume for quite some time. I'm playing through the daytime on PPP, and in the early hours we're going to be putting a grind in on the Poker Bros, and I'm hoping to do minimum 60 hours, maximum 100. Anything in between that I'll be satisfied with, but the more the higher the better. No reason why I can't on average play 3.5 hours a day, times that by 30. So there's no reason why I can't get over 100 hours, but things happen, don't they? Things get in the way. So I'll take an average of 2.5 hours a day, which is about what, 75 hours, something like that. I'd be happy with that. And not only do I intend to put good volume in, I intend to play my absolute best too, and pull up some trees with my results, because it's about fucking time I did that and got some focus in my actual poker back, if I'm going to continue playing poker remotely seriously. I guess we could say that my other interests have kind of overtaken poker in my list of priorities. I'm actually playing poker in my list of priorities over the last 6 to 9 months, but it's kind of important to me, just as a person, that if I'm going to play poker, then I want to do it to the best of my ability. And if I'm going to be running a poker-related affiliate business, then I need to be playing pretty regularly. Otherwise, why would anyone else want to play pretty regularly? If the guy promoting the sites isn't putting the hours in, then why would that encourage other people to do the same, you know? So we're going to be lots of hours, hopefully a reasonable number of videos. Try and do 3 a week, around half an hour per video, just updating how the month's going. Because nobody wants to see 45 minutes of me playing like a nit. It's much more of like a update on how the month's going in terms of volume and results, and then talking about any interesting hands that come up whilst I'm doing that, and then maybe giving my take on events in the poker world, because there's a lot going on at the moment. The WSOP is going on. The whole Polk Negreanu attention-seeking challenge going on. Last night I watched a heads-up duel. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but a heads-up duel between Esfandiari and Hellmuth. And I think that the first one is they play each other, then the loser has a chance to challenge, which Esfandiari immediately did. And then if he decides, whoever wins the next match, they decide we don't want to have a rematch, then somebody else can come in and challenge. But I think the buy-ins get progressively bigger because the winner's got to carry his bat. So I think that last night was like a 50,000, I think. So the next game between Hellmuth and Esfandiari has to be 100,000. So Esfandiari has to bring another 100 to the table, and Hellmuth needs to defend the 100 that he won last night. So I guess if Helmuth wins that one again, then the next game, whoever plays him will need to pony up 200,000. Then I think if Helmuth wins that one, he has the option to carry on playing or cash out. I don't think Helmuth's going to want to play a 400k sit and go, heads up sit and go against anybody. So I think if Helmuth wins his next two, then we'll probably see two new combatants to the felt. But there's apparently quite a lot of players queuing up to take part in it, so hopefully that'll become a regular thing, because it was a lot of fun last night and I enjoyed it. In my own personal news, I have created a Grosvenor Poker account because I intend to play the £125 Goliath there next weekend. It's a live event that's been moved online this year. It's got a really good structure, £125 buy-in, 25k starting stake. That should have been a complete, I was too busy talking. 25k starting stake, starting at 100 for the first two levels, one second level with an ante. And I expect it to be very soft. So yep, I'm going to be diving into that and giving that a whirl. So there's a lot happening, and hopefully it'll be an interesting month, keeping things updated. WSOP's switching to GG, I think, as of today. I think Negreanu's moving to Mexico for the month today. Hopefully he can make a deep run in something, because not because I've got like a vested interest in Daniel Negreanu doing well, but I think poker has a vested interest in Daniel Negreanu doing well in something. So hopefully he can make something happen while he's down there and make a final table at least, or something like that. Not sure I'm going to keep the webcam thing going. I'm still a little bit self-conscious about that sort of thing. It depends how the views do. If like the video I put out on yesterday, Friday, is doing better than most of my videos do in the first few days, if this one does better too, then maybe we'll keep it going. Maybe the webcam will be the thing. I mean, I can't believe that having a fat cunt on camera increases viewership, but if it does, then I'll keep it going. If it doesn't, then we'll be back to audio coverage only. So if you want to keep seeing this looking chubby little cheeky face, and keep hitting the likes, keep hitting the shares, and keep getting the video numbers up to higher than non-webcam related videos, I guess. I'd rather not do it, but if it does help with viewers, which therefore will ultimately help drive more players to my affiliate business, then it's a cross I'm willing to bear, I guess. But I do not feel particularly comfortable with it. Oops, a daisy. That's way too many Tic Tacs. This guy's a lot of fun. Do we want to defend the min raise? I think we do against this guy. 5-6 off's a miserable holding, but against the 65 VPIP we want to be trying to play as many hands as possible in or out of position. Going to check for the good shot on this occasion. What time we started? Right, we've got about 20 minutes, so quarter to 5 will be the finishing. Look at this guy, 22/5. Learned to be tight, then couldn't be arsed learning anything else. Oops. Nothing much happening right now with the holdings we're getting. What else to talk about? Snooker, I guess. I know a lot of poker fans, especially UK poker fans, are also snooker fans. We're going to have a good start. I'll be sweating. You'll already know the result, but I'll be sweating tonight on Alan McManus, who takes a 5-4 lead into his second session against Matt Williams. We backed McManus to win this match at 7-2 before the match started. He missed a black off the spot last night to go 6-3 up, which would have been crucial. I think we would have had a decent arbing situation there on Betfair, but as it happens, not anymore. I think if we went 6-3 up, we'd probably gone favourite, so we could have just cashed out for our initial stake and had a 2.5 point free roll, which would have been pretty sweet, but I'll be keeping my eyes on that tonight. And hopefully at some point we can do a little bit of arbing. Snooker's a good sport for arbing, I think. Moves so slowly. The top pair and a gut shot here. He's let out for pot into 3 players. I think we're just going to knit it up and let it go. He leads real small in the river. 2-3. So we were behind. So good fold on the flop, Reggie. I think we're gonna ISO the 6s. I'm not gonna overlimp them. Don't want to start with passive behaviours at the start of a new month when I'm trying to play my best and keep my aggression up, at least a little bit. I'm playing much tighter than I have been lately, but playing tight doesn't necessarily mean you have to play passively too, which sometimes does creep into my game. I say most of my leaks these days when not delivering my best are kind of passive ones, not putting enough pressure on my opponents, letting people make hands and then paying them off a little bit. Something I'm very aware of at the start of the month and hopefully not going to allow that to creep in, or at least try and minimise the amount it creeps in. Completely bricked here. Let's stab small, just get him to fold any nonsense he has that's beating 8 high. Try to make him hold fans like king high, queen high there, etc. When he doesn't call, he's not going to be the player we're going to run multi-street bluffs against with absolute air. He's not going to be that guy. Multi-way, pot, king 9-7, pocket 3s. There will be no more action. Theoretically, it's a decent board for us to see bet, but with this actual hand, just not going to do it. I'm in love with this Jack 9 off. Calling the cut off there. Versus an under the gun open. I think he's going to go to blue tag from orange. I'm going to bump this ace king right up here on the 16L table. We'll take a jam, sir. What's he doing in that colour? He needs to be that colour. You need to be aware of these dudes. Getting about 1,000,000 to 1. I'm going to complete with the Jack 7 off and just hope to flop trips or something, or 2 pairs. I need to be careful in these spots where we flop little bits of everything and not a lot of anything. And even though these guys are all very loose, we're just not going to try and make our hand. We're not going to chase a gut shot. But a fantastic table we've got, to be fair. 360 plus VPIPs at 16L. What's not to love about that? If you want to play on these sites, then do reach out and get in touch. I'll be delighted to hear from you. And you'll be delighted with the games that you can get in. A win-win. Jack 6 versus Ace Jack. We really wanted the Jack 6 to get there then. We like people playing Jack 6 to our immediate right. This guy 3 bets we will be defending because we're very deep. We'll make a very small stab at this if he checks. Can't really call down. If we check back, we can't really start calling. Again, that's just a bet just to kind of get rid of any overcards he might have in this hand that we're going to give a free chance at, free shot to, whatever, however you want to describe it. Why have these randomly coloured players turning? It's because he used to got a different colour tag now for the over 50 VPIPs, but nice for another 60 guys, 60 VPIP guy to join us. Long may that continue. And given we've got 3 very loose players here, we're just going to exploitably increase our raise size from 2.5x to 3.5x. And we're going to make large bets, and if he is lucky enough to have us beat, then he's going to get pretty easy double up. I have a limp and a min raise here. We're going to go with a small 3 bet. A fold to a jam from anybody. Try and we don't want to be like calling and then going significantly multi-way. So try and get heads up in position, or just take it down pre, which I think is unlikely. Then the cold small 4 bet comes in, which is going to be enough for me to run away. When's the cold 4-bet ever a bluff? When's the 3614 ever running a cold 4-bet bluff? And if they are, when are they ever using that stupid sizing? He just found the check though, which either means he's going for some trap with the aces and kings, or he's just missed with an ace-king type hand. I guess we'll soon find out. Jack 10 versus 2 limps. This guy's gone with a min ISO again. This time we're going to go with a slightly larger 3-bet. This is horrible. He's going to overlimp the 10-9 because we ISO, he's going to jam probably quite a lot, and then I'm going to have to call it off with 10 high, which isn't fun. Easy bet here with the flush draw. Easy small C bet here, I guess, because again, not really have the type of hand that wants to check back and then start calling. Called everywhere over here, so we're going to need some jacks or some green ones on the river, I think. Hopefully the C bet takes it down over here, which it does. And we breaked over on the 16L table, and never mind. How does 7-3 find the peel there? Glad clubs didn't come, but how the fuck does 7-3 find the peel? Fair dues. I think this is a nut time to play on these sites, like late afternoon, particularly at the weekends. So I think we're seeing the clubs in like a pretty good light here in terms of like how many fish are coming, and because we started all the tables, I'm not a big fan of joining mature tables unless there are multiple fish. I very rarely even look at them. If there's a table with 5 players, very rarely even open it and look, because usually you're going to find 3 or 4 regulars. So at peak times I enjoy starting tables. When I'm playing at off-peak times, then sometimes you've got to join existing tables, which is why I've added Poker Bros back onto my roster, because I was finding it difficult to get in games in these PPP clubs in the early hours UK time, because all the clubs I'm involved with are kind of Asian, Oceania based, which means they're great during the daytime but pretty quiet during the evenings, because that's off peak. That's when they're all having a kip. Brutal there for the ace deuce on the first run. Good on the second run for the ace deuce, and good on the third run for the ace deuce. We like that. We like keeping these players at the table. If he busts there, he leaves, a reg probably joins. Instead, some fish monies shared out between 2 seats, and we keep the reg away, or any regs away if there are any regs on the waiting list. We didn't want him busting and being replaced by a reg there, although that's likely going to happen here any second now. So this is going to be my MO for the month, basically. 3 to 4 tables starting, getting in good games, and then just trying to play my best, which is just like kind of tight, solid poker. It's not particularly artistic. It's not very exciting, but it is remarkably effective, and that's all I'm bothered about this month. Getting right back on track, both with my grind, my schedule, and my results. So as a goal for the month, put the hours in, try and deliver my best, which to lots of you guys probably isn't very exciting, or the sort of style you guys want to play yourselves. But we all got to do what we all got to do, you know. Some people are goalkeepers, some people are tricky left wingers, some people are centre halves, you know. But they can all make tens of thousands of pounds a week if they are really good at whatever their specialist skill is. Mine is being a nit bum hunter, and that's what we're going to do all month. We flop a set here. We're going to go for a check raise, of course, because you can imagine someone's going to bet the ace-side board. I mean, a nice way to end the video, one way or the other. Are they going to win a big pot or lose a big pot, hopefully? Well, hopefully win it. Come on, someone's got to bet, surely. Come on, dude. Yay. Now he's got to hope it's not the cooler. I think we're going to make this like just less than 8 here. If he's got an ace, he's not folding. We all know that already. Since when the 66 to 87s fold top pair? They just don't. Now we've got to try and get the rest of the money in. I think like 12 gives us a pretty easy river jam here. Oh, and he folds, which is disappointing, but didn't think he'd get away there. But he did. Never mind. 2 minutes to find another interesting spot, hopefully. I'm not going to stop playing right now because A, I've got some fantastic tables, and B, it's just the start of my session, but I'm going to stick to the half hour for the videos. And we're not going to make a video straight after this because what I'm going to be doing for the month is like spacing the videos out and hopefully keeping anyone that's interested updated in how things are going. And if you make 3 videos in one session, yeah, they're good adverts for the site when you can see games like this, but it doesn't help me achieve what I'm trying to achieve with the videos this month. Do we go with the squeeze with the 8s? No, I think we'll let this guy come in too, try and flop a set on the button. We might have had our quarter of sets for the day, but you never know. I think we have to call one here with the 8s and then shut down. Don't expect him to be particularly light here with his C betting, but we've got a pair and a good shot. We've been check min raised. I'm glad he's done that because it just gets me out of this madness. I think he's got an overpair here a lot of the time. Yep. And this guy's just got a shit pair. At least he's won one of them, so he's not out of the game. Or he wouldn't have been out of the game anyway because if he's stacked, he's won 2 of them. That seems unfair. It seems unfair to win 2. But that's what he did. And that's it. That's the end of the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. It hasn't been the most exciting of videos, but it has demonstrated the types of games you can get in if you want to join me in these clubs. And that's part of the reason why we make them. So take care, everybody. There'll be another video coming out hopefully on Wednesday if we can get one made by then. Should be able to pretty easily. Take care, everybody. Have a good start to your week. And bye-bye for now.